Good morning, students. So today we are going to continue the topic staffing. So in the last class we studied what is meant by the term staffing, what are all the important staffing process and need and advantages of staffing. So today we are going to see important components or elements of staffing. Okay. So the first one is recruitment. So what is meant by the term recruitment? The recruitment means that is we already know about the common meaning of giving the employment to the person who is applying for the suitable job. They will give the employment as per the satisfaction of their qualification which is required and which is suitable for that vacant job. That is the recruitment. Okay, so in business enterprises, recruitment is one of the main important component of staffing. And see, recruitment plus selection plus training equal to staffing. So these are all the three important elements or components or aspect of staffing. Okay. So the recruitment means searching for the candidates who can perform the vacant roles and inducing them to apply and come forward for filling the vacant roles. That is, the business enterprises will give some of the advertisement through the advertisement company. The person who are interested and who is having the qualification, they can apply for that vacant job. Okay, so the person and making the person, that is inducing the person who is searching for the job and inducing the person to come forward for filling the vacant roles. And the recruitment function is a very important because the end result means the result of recruitment is receiving the large number of applications to make a selection, that is to make a selection from that application which is received from that different type of candidates. Okay, so this is the meaning of the term recruitment. So the next we are going to see the important sources of recruitment. So there are two important sources of recruitment. One is the internal source of recruitment and another one is the external source of recruitment. So the first one is the internal source of recruitment. First we are going to study about internal sources of recruitment. Okay, so in the internal source of recruitment, the vacant job positions are filled by inducing the existing employees of the organization. Existing employees means the person who is already working in that particular organization. So the vacant jobs position are filled by using the employees who are already working in that particular organization. And no outsiders, so other outsiders are not permitted in this type of recruitment. That is the internal sources of recruitment, using the internal sources itself. Okay, so the internal source of recruitment is very popular and common because of its some of the main advantages. What are some of the advantages? That is, it is more economical. Why it is economical? Because they are selecting the candidates who are already working in that particular organization, that is motivate as per their performance level in the past. They are taking the performance level of the past 2 or 3 years. As per their performance, they will give certain promotion to the next stage, that is next level. If they are working in the middle level, they will give the promotion to go into the next upper level. Okay, so if they are taking the candidates from the outside, definitely they have to spend some of the money. So the cost factor will be more. So it is called as the economical, because if in order to search of the candidates for that vacant job, they have to conduct that there should be the connection with that advertisement company, and they have to make certain payment to that advertisement company to send us the advertisement through the papers or certain notice. Okay, so like that they have to spend certain money if they are searching for the candidates from the outside. So if they are in internal source of recruitment, they are taking the employees who are already working in that organization. So there is no such of cost, there is no way of spending the money in giving the job or searching the candidate. It's very easy for them to select the candidates as per their performance level. So it is called as a economical. And another one is they are motivating the employees. The person who is already working in that organization, if they are giving the promotion to the next level, definitely the employees will be more motivated and they will improve their performance level in their working conditions. Okay, and during the under the training activity also. So if they are going to the next level, definitely the training is very important to learn or to improve their efficiency and to learn the work. So if they are selecting the candidate from the outsiders, definitely they have to give the training for that person, and for that also they have to spend certain money for some of the training institute which are coming from the outside, that is the outsiders. Okay, the next one is the employees are already familiar with the rules and regulations, because they are already working in their organization. They will know about the rules and regulations which is framed by that organization. Okay, and to improve the performance of the employees, and also through the transfer the employees will get the training in the form of job rotation also. So they can able to do their work, and also and the side by side they can also get the training for the new job, for the job also. Okay, so there is no need of going outside to learn more. So if it is if it is happening in the same organization means, so it's very easy for them to give the training for that person with the experienced persons. Okay, and can be shifted to the other department. So through the transfer, the surplus employees means that is the employees that is for example, for the job, if 2 or 3 employees is needed, but if there is the 5 to 6 employees, so the other 3 employees can be shifted to the other department to carry out the activities. So in internal source of recruitment, there are some of the drawbacks or demerits. So no pressure, that is the candidates are selected within the organization, so no new ideas will come into the organization. So there will be the limited choice, and also it is not suitable for the new type of organization, which is the organization which is going to start newly. This type of internal source of recruitment is not suitable for that type of organization. Okay, so these are all some of the demerits of internal source of recruitment. So the next one is, so under the internal source of recruitment, some of the methods are used. So next we are going to see what are all the common methods are used in this internal source of recruitment. The first one is transfer. What is by transfer? That is shifting of employees from one job to the another level to to improve their performance. Okay, so generally with the transfers there is no change in the compensation level and authority level. There is no change even in his rank or responsibilities and prestige. So what is meant by transfer? Only the place of the working is changed. There is no changes in their authority and there is no changes in their rank or responsibility. Okay, so for example, transfer of clerk from the accounts department to the purchase department. So what is the work of the person? Maintaining the accounts, checking the accounts, taking care of the accounts. But the department is only different. First the person is worked in the accounts department. Now he gets the transfer and shifted to the purchase department. Okay, this is one of the method of internal source of recruitment. The next one is the promotion. What is meant by promotion? This is also refers to the shifting of employees from one position to the another position with a higher level of authority. So in promotion, the authority level, the rank level, responsibility of the employees and prestige of the employees will improve. Okay, and in this case of in this method, that is in the promotion method, there is also increase in the salary for the employees. Okay, for example, promotion of clerk to the accountant post. So his job is shifted from clerk post to the accountant post. That is the promotion. So this is the two important methods in internal source of recruitment. Okay. The next one is external source of recruitment. The next one is external source of recruitment. What is the external source of recruitment? When the candidates from the outside the organization are invited to fill the vacant job position, that is known as the external source of recruitment. Okay, so when the organization meets its manpower requirement from the outside, then from outside the organization, then it is the external recruitment. So when they are selecting the employees from outside the organization, it is the external recruitment. So whenever the large number of job, when it is needed, we have to know when this type of external recruitment is needed in the organization. So when there is a need of large number of job position in the organization, then this external source of recruitment is suitable. Okay, so some of the advantages of external recruitment are: the first one is the fresh talent. So the new person is coming into the organization, so new talent, new ideas will come into the organization, and there is the wider choice of selecting the employees. And using this external recruitment, the management can get the qualified, the person can be a qualified and the trained person, because the person will already having the experience in that job. Okay, and through the campus placement, the organization can get the employees the latest technological knowledge. That is, the person who is selecting through the campus placement, definitely they will have the high level of knowledge in the technology level. So the latest technology they can there is more the person can able to have a more knowledge. Definitely the person will have more knowledge in the technology department. Okay, and definitely if person is coming from the outside, that is this develops a competitive spirit with the old employees, that is the existing employees in the organization. So definitely by seeing the new employees, the existing employees will come forward and they will learn more, and they can develop their performance. They can give their performance to the next level. Okay, so when the new employees are with a high level of knowledge, definitely the other employees, that is existing employees, will come forward and they will learn more from the new employees, and they will develop their develop the production activity or the activity which is assigned to the particular job. Okay, and some of the demerits of external recruitment, or that is the morale of the existing employees goes down. There may be the chances of if there is a partiality between the new employees and the existing employees, the morale of the existing employees there is a chance to reduce. Okay, and the new employees may not adjust in the rules and regulations of the organization, which means more chances of turnover. So they may be result in the turnover means what is the sales. So there may be changes in the proportions of the sales if they are not accepting the rules and regulations of the organization. Okay, and in the cost factor, so in order to invite the employees from the outsiders, definitely the company have to spend some of the money for the person who is, because they have to spend more on the advertisement, selecting the employees. There is certain procedure, no? So definitely in the cost factor they have to spend more money. So it is one of the disadvantages of external recruitment. Okay, and it is also the lengthy process. So there is a separate procedure for the recruitment, and it's a lengthy process, so it may take more time, and it is a long time procedure also. Okay, so these are all the disadvantages of external source of recruitment. Okay, the next we are going to see common methods of external source of recruitment. What are all the common methods of external source of recruitment? The first one is direct recruitment. What is that? Direct recruitment. That is, sometimes the organization will paste the notice at the gate of their office, that is at the gate of their company, stating that there is a vacancy. They are giving the information about the vacancy of the job. Okay, it is very simple, without having a high cost, without spending high cost, by pasting the paper in front of the office, by giving certain informations about the vacancy of the vacant job. Okay, so the people who are interested in that job they will give the time for the walk-in interview. So by seeing the details, the person can directly contact that organization. So this is the direct recruitment. Okay, the next one is the casual callers. What is the casual callers? It is also another method of external source of recruitment. Okay, so generally the large organization maintain an application file in which they keep all the pending applications which the job seekers leave with the reception. So they are definitely, in all the organization, they will have a certain file, and they will have all the applications from the applicant. Okay, so sometimes applications of suitable candidates who are not interested in the previous years. So already in the last year, if they receive that application, but that person is not interested, they will select through the selection process, are also kept in the application file. So this application file is considered as a waiting list. So the person who are not selected in the previous years, so that application is also in that certain file. Okay, so that application file is considered as the waiting list. So whenever there is a job vacancy, the suitable candidates with a proper qualification, definitely they will call from that list, from the waiting list, and they will make the call to that particular candidate. This is the casual callers. Next one is the media advertising. What is the media? That is through the media. So the most common, it is a most common and the popular method of external recruitment is the advertising. So the organization will select the media of advertisement. Okay, about the job vacant. For example, the job of an accountant, the advertisement can be given in the chartered accountant journal. So as per the requirement of the job position, they will select certain media. So in that media they will give the advertisement. Okay ma, this is the media advertising. Next one is employment exchanges. So the government employment exchanges is acting as the middleman between the job seekers, that is the candidate, and the organization who having the vacant job positions. So the job seekers leave their biodata. So the candidates who are in need of job, they will give their biodata and the full details of their qualifications with the employment exchanges. And when the organization approaches the employment exchanges, the suitable candidates are sent to that particular organization. Okay, this is the another method of external source of recruitment. The next one is placement agencies and management consultant. So they are also acting as the middleman between the employees and the, that is, a candidate and the organization, and they are providing some of the services of matching the demand and supply of the workforce. So they are giving the, they are matching the that is, they will collect the biodata from that candidate, and whenever there is a need of the, whenever there is a vacant of job position, they will send that person to that particular organization. Okay va? So these agencies will charge, so they have to, the candidate have to pay certain fee for providing the services by this consultant. Okay, so it is mainly run by the private enterprises only. It is not coming under the government enterprises. Okay, the next method is campus recruitment. Sometimes the senior managers visit various professional colleges, that is going to the engineering college or arts college, and the students in the last year, final year, they will have the direct contact by through some of the procedures. So there are certain procedures, no? The first one is a written test, aptitude test. So if the person is up to the level of the test, definitely as per their qualification and as per their academic performance, they will give the, and as per their technological knowledge and other knowledge, testing of the other knowledge, definitely they will give recruitment to that student. Okay, so this type of recruitment is common for all the that is engineering colleges, and the person who is completed, they are studying the MBA. Okay, so this type of the organization, many organizations preferring the fresh graduates because they can be molded as per the requirements of the organization. Okay, the next one is recommendations from the present employees. It is also one of the method, recommendations from the present employees who are working in that particular organization. So many of the firm encourages their employees to recommend the name of their relatives, friends and other known person to fill the vacant job position. What is the reason? That is, the organization will prefer the recommendation by trusting the goodwill of the present employees. They having the more trust on the present employees, and the organization can catch hold of existing employees, and if there is any problem with the new employee recommended by him, it is very easy for them to to analyze the new employees who is recommended by the existing employees. Okay, and next one is labor contractors. So the jobbers and the contractors are the person who will keep in touch with the labor in the villages and the rural areas, and whenever there is a vacancy or requirement for the labor in the factory or in the construction site, they will bring the labor from the villages and supply to the businessman. This is called as the labor contractors. What is the job for that person? They will have the direct contact with the person who is in need of a job in the rural areas. So whenever there is a need of the vacant in the job position, they will contact that particular person in the rural area, and they will bring that person into the particular job who is in need of that persons. Okay va? So for that work also they will charge certain percentage of commission to that candidates. Okay va? So this is suitable for the laborer and unskilled workers. So the labor contractors maintains a close contact with the laborers and they can provide the required number of unskilled workers at the short notice. Okay, the next one is advertising on television. It is also the common method. Okay, a new trend is the telecast on various channels regarding the vacant job position. So they will telecast the requirement of job along with the qualification which is necessary for that job. Okay, the next one is the web publishing. What is that? Web, that is through the by using the internet. Okay, there are a lot of common websites, no? Through the common websites, the applicant and also the applicant can apply their job with the full with their profile, and the companies which have the vacant job position, they can also take the candidates which is suitable for their vacant job position. Okay, so for that purpose the separate website are designed, and in that website, this website is mainly designed to provide the informations regarding the job seekers. Seekers means the person who is searching for the job. Okay va? So next one is the factory gate. What is the factory gate? Sometimes the number of job seekers inquire at the factory gate about the vacant job position in the factory, that is coming directly, visiting the factory directly or visiting the organizers directly and getting some of the information from the gate, that is from the person who is in the gate, the person who is having the duty in the gate, factory gate. From that person itself they will get more information about the if there is any vacancy for the job or not. Okay va? So it is also suitable for the unskilled job positions, that is for example mechanic operators and some of the person sweepers. Okay, so these are also some of the examples of unskilled job vacancy. Okay, and these are all the methods of external source of recruitment. The next one is the selection, and the third one is the first one is the recruitment. It is one of the element of staffing. Okay va? And we studied about the what is recruitment, what are the important source of recruitment, that is two important source, internal source of recruitment and external source of recruitment and their methods. Okay, and the next there is a two important element, one is the selection and another one is the training. Okay, so we will continue these two topics in the next class. Okay, thank you students.